Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm just doing a little handheld dental Dremel. They're fairly manageable. They're finer than a Dremel. I find them they're less bulky. We're just going to access. So this is inside the actual fish hatch. We're just going to access that inner hole, or out to the outer hole. Now we're not going to do a transducer mount in there. We're going to do a wet mount. So we're just going to modify this to take the hatch, and then we'll mould the hatch with the heat gun, just so it's an absolute perfect fit. Taking in mind that we're avoiding anything in behind there very carefully to ensure we don't hit anything we shouldn't be hitting and ruining the ski. So now we're just going to clean all this up. I've got the inner part of the inspection hatch fitting quite well. I used some sort of square blade Dremel tip, and then used a porcupine burr like that. And that basically just flushes out the circle that you need. Just be mindful whenever you're doing this to your own ski. Do not forget that you've got a footwell on the right hand side here, and also you have a double thickness section where the fish in a fish hatch well has actually been bonded to the top skin. So just be mindful of everything around you to ensure you don't pierce anything or reduce any structural integrity of the ski. Okay, so what have we got here? Sorry guys. What I'm doing now is just heating up this inspection port with a mini flame. I'll be doing key areas at the top left hand side, and down the bottom and towards the back. So we're going to heat up this whole rim without deforming it, very gently. And then we're going to place this very quickly up against the actual hole that we've created, so this becomes a flush mount to the shape of the inner hole. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so that's now installed. It's a dummy install, so we'll then go ahead and do a silicone install. Okay, so that part's finished. So that's how you put an internal hatch, 10 inch or 4 inch or so, internal inspection port on a stealth ski, particularly if you want to be able to run a transducer at a later stage internal hull. So this just allows you to find cables and pull them through, etc, etc. I'll terminate the actual transducer cable probably around here and pull it through on the side, because if you put it, you can't really put it through the hatch because you want this hatch open so you can run cables back and forth, or a whole transducer in there. So that's why we put the hatch in there in the first place. It's a bit of a backward step. If they made say a 2-inch hatch, it'd be so much better, but they don't make those that I'm aware of, so it's a 4-inch hatch or nothing. So that's it, that's a dummy run. So that'll be siliconed in place. Or I may Sikaflex it. I probably will Sikaflex it. Sikaflex is pretty much permanent. It doesn't really come out, whereas silicone can be removed. Sikaflex is just probably 2 to 3 times harder to remove. So that's the internal inspection port put into a stealth ski.